Good morning, everyone. I am Nancy Quinn. I am here with my associate coach, Lesley Myrick, for our Thursday broadcast, which we call the Profitable Interior Designer, where we source questions from my Facebook private group of almost 10,000 interior designers called the Interior Design Business Forum. So good morning, Lesley. How are you?
I'm good, Nancy. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I'm so glad it's Thursday. This felt like a long week for some reason. I'm not sure why. So tell everyone what we're.
I think.
No, tell everyone what we're talking about today while I click the button to go live on Instagram.
Today is The Struggle is Real. We have a question from Linda, and I feel this deeply because I've been through things with sick parents and life happening all around you. So Linda's question for us today is, my personal life is a mess. I'm going through a divorce, I'm taking care of a sick parent, and I feel like I have no bandwidth for running a business, but I need to make money.
Okay, so first thing I want to tell everyone is that we do change the name so there is privacy. So the person who wrote this is not really named Linda, but I just feel like this is life. We've all gone through things, right? I ran a business while raising 3 kids who had their medical issues, through a divorce, through taking care of, when my mom passed away, then my dad moved near me. It has been a rough number of years trying to stay afloat with your business while, right, for me, staying afloat with my business while managing all these life's ups and downs. But here's the thing, I had to learn really quickly, and it's part of what we teach our academy people, is have all your cushions so that when life happens, you have the ability to handle it, right? So if your house is stressful, one of the things you can do is what you did. Are you still doing it once in a while, the co-working space?
Yes. And that's a great tip we have today because it makes a big difference. If you work from home like I do, sometimes home is just not the best place to be to focus and use your time the best to get things done. Like you might be at your desk for 4 hours, but if you're getting interrupted here and there and have this on your mind and mom, sometimes, not even sometimes, definitely, if you can get out of the house, find a great co-working space, and there's probably also great community there, or work at a coffee shop, do something to get yourself out of that situation for a couple hours, focus, really get things done, and then you can go back and be present there. I think what's the most difficult is when you're trying to work and there's personal stuff, or then you're trying to like relax and have personal stuff, but then you also have work on your mind. And if you can just say, I'm home dealing with X now, I'm at the co-working space dealing with work now. That makes a big difference in your mental health and your productivity.
And basically what that's doing is it's physically compartmentalizing you, right? But we also want to tell everyone that you've got to get really good when you have a lot of stress in your life. You have to get really good at compartmentalizing emotionally, not just physically, right? So our first tip is, if you're able to, get up, get out of the house, go to a co-working space, go to a coffee shop, go somewhere where you can work and really do like big pushes, 45-minute pushes of work, focused without any interruption, makes a huge difference in your productivity. But you also have to learn, which is where I really got better at, is compartmentalizing, right? What's going on in your personal life is over here. What's going on in your business life is over here. If I can't do anything right now about something going on in my personal life, I can't be that person for whoever I'm feeling like I need to help. Why not work and put it out of my mind? Because right now I can't do anything else about it. Right. So I'm always trying to say, I'm going to do a power session for my work, so I have more time right now in my life to deal with what's going on personally.
Yes.
The Pomodoro technique is a book, right, that years and years ago I read it, and I don't even remember it in detail, but I remember that's when I learned about those power sessions.
Like a power focus session.
Oh my God. I used to tell my kids, I would be sitting right in the couch in the middle of the house. And I'd say, if it's not blood or fire, don't interrupt me. I'm in a power session. I used to say that, and they'd be like, okay, mom. And then if they walking by me and they say, mom, I'd be like this, like, nope, remember? And they would go, oh, okay. I'm like, 5 more minutes, like just to be able to get it done. And even that is more of an interruption than you want sometimes, but sometimes that's the reality. So you have to deal with your reality also, Lesley. Like you hear me saying to our clients, sometimes in life you move faster in your business and sometimes you move slower. And it depends on the status of your kids, your parents, your animals, like who needs you and your own health, quite frankly.
Yeah. You
Right?
can't help others if you're not healthy.
Correct. And I'd say tip number 3 is what I'd say is the hardest one for most people. When you go into a stressful time in your life, what happens? You call everybody.
Yeah.
To
Or
get
everyone's texting you to check in.
Yes.
Which
So
is
what
very
happens?
kind, but
Yeah, it takes up too much time.
yeah. And
Right?
bandwidth. It's a lot to be keeping tabs on everyone else's questions and comments and needs and thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, basically complaining and reiterating every up and down in your life to 10 different people, 6 different people, 4 different people. I mean, think about how much time that takes. You're not doing it in a group text most of the time. So if you cut that down to 1 or 2 great confidants in your life, and even decided not to tell them every little detail and going up and down all the time, you'd be shocked how much time you get back in your life.
Yep. Seek support when you need it. I mean, don't hide from people that are there to help, that if you also want that. But you're right. People are not entitled to all that information. And most people are very well-meaning when they do that. But it's okay to say, this is really taking my time and focus right now. I'll reach out in a few weeks when I'm ready.
Right. I'm stretched to my limits right
Yes.
now, and I want to make sure my business doesn't falter. So right now, I'm going to eliminate some of the conversation, some of the keeping people up to date as to what's going on in your life. Look at things like, can I do anything about it right now?
Yeah.
If I can't, let me do my power sessions and get shit done with work. And over time, you need to, just this is an extra tip to overall, you need to build up your business to handle real life. I was going to add the word emergencies, but really it's just
It's real life.
It's just real life, right? Yeah. People get sick, people move on and do different things, and your business has to be able to sustain that. So how is that? Over time, we teach to have that financial cushion, have a staff that can assist, and different ways that you can fill in last minute emergencies. Wow. It's really important for you to get peace, I'd say, in your life to work towards this at all times. Would you agree?
Absolutely. You need to find that. You can't, if you're frantic and scattered and you're feeling like this all day, you're not going to be good at business. Like,
that's right.
I know it's hard because you need to make money, but it's also okay. It's not even okay. You have to get yourself in a good space as best you can to be able to do that work.
Right. But of course, family comes first always. Yeah. So you have to also have the bandwidth to be the mother, be the father, be whoever you are, daughter, son, to whoever needs you, but also look beyond the limits that you think you have. And sometimes there's solutions that you don't even realize. Right. And that's where we come in. Sometimes we can see outside the forest of what you're in and go, listen, I get it. I've been there, done that. Here's some tips, real actionable tips that you can do today to help you feel less stressed. So there's tons you can do. These are our 3 tips today. If you did not watch from the beginning, please go back. My YouTube channel can show you all the playlists, and all our Profitable Interior Designer broadcasts are there in a playlist for you to binge if you'd like, where we give tips on how to run a successful interior design business. Did I miss anything, Lesley?
No, just know that this is life and there are hard seasons. It's the reality. And I think you can't fully prepare for those, but you alluded to it earlier, Nancy, about having a cushion. I think it's really important that when you are on the other side of this really difficult season, I think a priority needs to be, let's get financially prepared so the next season maybe doesn't hit so hard. Have 6 months of expenses in your business and payroll if you can. Work towards putting those cushions under you so that if you do have to step away for a week or 2 or a month or 2 or 3 or 4, things won't absolutely fall apart and you're not so frantic about having your basic financial needs met.
Yes, it's basically rising yourself up from being just an interior designer to being the CEO of your business, and actually preparing and thinking through your future, your financial future, your life work balance, and making sure that you're always covered. So it's not easy, but it's doable. And just understanding that it's normal, everybody has their things, makes you feel like, okay, I got this. I got this. All right. We've all been there. We'll all be there again. So we're here to support you. If you guys need anything, please go to the Interior Design Business Forum Facebook group. At the top pinned is a questionnaire if you would like to submit any questions for Lesley and I to answer live on our Thursday broadcast. That's what we're here for. So anything else, Lesley?
No, big hugs. Life gets hard.
Yes.
That's all. We're here. Leave us comments in the Facebook group. Come join, find support. You're not doing this alone.
Correct. All right. We'll leave it there. Go have a great Thursday, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.